Hello my friends and welcome back to the channel. I wanted to, let's see, I just wanted to show off some new stuff. So I recently just got this One Tigris Backwoods Bungalow 2.0. It's the first time I set it up. I got a trip planned later on this summer, and I wasn't going to go with the dome tent. Also, I have, can't see it framed very well, this One Tigris table. It's a little camp table. It's a great table. I got it in Multicam. Cost a little bit more, but I like the Multicam, and it matches the tent really well. And I know that you've seen me in my One Tigris camp chair before as well. This is a phenomenal chair. Holds 330 pounds, I believe. 330. I weigh 280. I've used this chair quite a bit and no issues. The only issue is it's soft dirt. It tends to try to sink a little bit, which is an issue with a lot of camp chairs. There are some camp chairs out there that have some wide feet to prevent that, but I don't have that. But anyway, I got this tent and I set it up, and we're going to take a spin around it here in a second. But they say this is a two-man tent. It better be two small people, or you better really like each other, because it's going to be just enough room for me and a bit of gear. But it's plenty big. Don't get me wrong, it's plenty big, but my cot's going to go in there just fine, I believe. Yeah, and this is going to be my tent. After I use that Sundome tent, my old 24-year-old Sundome, and it works fine. This tent's way easier to set up. I mean, it took me a little while because I had to put guy lines. The guy lines are not pre-attached, but my knees never hit the ground. And for you folks out there that are close to my age or older, you know how important that is. Knees, once you get all the way on the ground, it is a bear to get back up. Especially, I was in construction for years and years. My knees are shot, and to crawl back up off the ground is just terrible. But also, I love this. I love this porch. This is a Baker style tent, and I bought it for one purpose, and it had this awning on it. As you can see, I'm sitting in my chair. I've got my hat on. I've got another 4 inches, and I'm sitting all the way up against the tent. If it rains, the rain's going to come down this tent. It's not going to gather here. There's no seam or anything for it to start sagging. It's going to go right off the bat. So I'm loving that. There's a couple of cons, and I knew about it. I knew about it when I bought the tent. This is a single wall tent, so condensation could be an issue. But I'm never, go away mosquito, I am never going to lower this awning unless it's just monsoon rain. So I think with all this awesome mesh right here, I don't see that I'm going to have a condensation. I shouldn't have a condensation issue. It's got a nice, great vent on the back side. So hopefully we'll get a little airflow through there and eliminate the condensation. Second point is, this tent does not come with all the stakes that is required to set it fully up, which blows my mind. It's 5 more stakes. You need 5 more stakes to completely set this tent up. Also, this tent comes with no poles. So, One Tigris had some poles. I got the large size. I'd have to research how big those are. I cannot remember. I'll put it down in the description. But also, it doesn't come with any top poles to actually hold the tent up. This tent's designed where you can use sticks You can use trekking poles, or you can tie it between two trees and set this tent up. I'm going places where there are no trees, so that wasn't an option. So I got two trekking poles. I'm just going to tote them on my bike. It's not a problem. And I had trekking poles, but I bought these two poles to keep with this tent, and that's all they're going to be used for. But let me give you a tour around this tent real quick and let you see the whole thing. So I'm going to bring you in here to get a nice view of this inside. I hadn't even tried the zippers yet. Let's see how they work. First time I've even opened it. There's that vent on the back. It's not huge. I would actually like it a little bigger, but it should allow some airflow. You have a lantern. Oh my goodness, a lantern hook up here. You can also roll this mesh back, and it's got some tie backs on each side. So really good quality mesh as well. It's thick. In fact, it's thick enough where it might deter some airflow, but hopefully not. I like that, boy. Super smooth. These are, I do believe these are YKK zippers. It's got these, I don't know, like a little outrigger. This is where you can zip the awning. If it's really foul weather, you can zip it down here and it's not right up against the mesh. So there we go. Got y'all zoomed back a little bit where you're not microscopically looking at this thing. Here's the chair. This chair's amazing. There's the feet I was talking about. But I'm not complaining. This chair is pretty inexpensive. I think I paid $75 for it just because it came in the multicam. You can get it for like $20 less than that. But let's stand up. We'll take you for an all the way around. Trekking pole, guy line. Here, back here, is where it didn't come with stakes. All these red stakes, I put those in. Those are stakes that I bought. You've got two tie-out points here in the back to give you a lot more room inside. It pulls that wall away. And there's one issue. It was missing one of the ties. So you could stake it out back here. So I just set the tent stake in there right now. There's that vent. Nice vent. Yeah, so that's it. All right. I'd kind of like y'all's thoughts on this tent. Do you own one? Do you enjoy it? Are you looking for a tent like this? I can't say that I recommend it yet because I have not stayed 1 minute inside the tent. But the preliminary look, it looks good. There's no loose threads. I don't see any holes through it. No pinholes, anything. It looks really nice. And man, I just can't get over this. This is amazing. So many times it has rained and you're inside the tent just sweltering. Even if it's 70 degrees outside, you're just sitting in there baking in your own juices. It is absolutely horrible. I cannot stand it. I hate being trapped in a tent in the daytime. That is an odd sounding vid. Anyway, I like it. I like it quite a bit so far. Next up, I'm probably going to do some packing. I need to get all this stuff together, get all my crap together, and start organizing it. And everything's got to go on the motorcycle. should prove to be an adventure in itself. And I may actually work on that this afternoon, and I'll pass it along to y'all at a later point in time. Anyway, cheers. Drink real beer. Don't drink hamster piss beer. And y'all have a nice day. Talk to y'all later.